As we mentioned, I love that another season of American Idol is right back here on ABC.
And while you may not have seen her just yet, one of Tampa's own is in the race for the coveted title. And guess what? We get to meet her, and you do too. Welcome to our show, Alyssa Fair.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
So I feel like you're so secretive. Before we knew she was coming on, like we were Googling you. I was like, I need to find out more about this
Usually
girl
you can
coming
find
in.
something, but maybe it's your age because you're still in school, right?
I'm 16, I'm a sophomore, yes. Yeah, so I'm still young.
Well, give a shout out to your classmates because what school do you go to?
All right. Terrapins, red and gold.
You've got great style. We were discussing clothes a little bit because we can't discuss a lot when it comes to the show.
Right.
But do take us back a little bit. How's the experience been like? Because you've already been through so much in your quest.
So there's so much they don't show on camera, but you go through so many different auditions before you even get to where I auditioned, which was Savannah, Georgia. And there's so much waiting that you do even when you get there. I mean, there's like 12 hours that you're sitting around. You'll see where like some of the auditions it's light outside and sometimes it's completely dark. Yeah. I think I ended up auditioning at like 11 o'clock at night. Yeah. And so there's just a lot of work that goes into it, but it's very exciting.
Well, tell us a little bit about your audition process. And I understand one of the questions they asked you that we might be able to get to hear about a little bit more, which I wanted to hear about you, is they asked you, like, what has music done for you? Is there kind of something that it's helped you overcome? And you said what?
So I said that I struggled really heavily with something called childhood depression. And it's something that we don't actually really look out for that much. You know, when you go to high school, suddenly you have, you know, counselors in the school. But when you're in middle school or when you're in elementary school, it's not something that's talked about or really looked out for. And so it left me feeling very lonely, and music was my outlet of understanding that other people felt that way and that I could get through it. And so that's what made me an artist. I said, I want to be that light for other people through my music.
So what type of music do you kind of give us? Because obviously we can't even hear you. We can't have you perform for us yet. They have your stamp on you right now. What's your sound like?
Golly gee. So some people say I sing a bit like Adele or Sia, Alicia Keys.
Do you write your own music?
I do, and when I do, I would say it's like an alternative rock, pop, soul. Very mixed, very mixed.
Well, and
maybe a little bit country.
You were, there you go, throw that in there.
I love my country.
So you even said the songs that you chose to sing, you didn't shy away from some big ones.
Yes, yeah, I sang Sia's Elastic Heart and When We Were Young by Adele. Big songs. Yeah.
Big songs.
Yeah.
Do you think that was something that, like, I mean, I would be nervous singing like a big song. Like, I'd want to sing like Kermit the Frog, like Rainbow Connection would be like my sad song or something. Because, you know, not a lot of people. Was that something that you knew you had to step up, so you had to bring the A game? Talk about your decision making there.
Well, I definitely thought I wanted to show something that showed kind of the range of my voice, and I realized later on that they were really wanting to see more dynamics actually, and so it was scarier for me to sing a softer song or a slower song and something that was a little bit more vulnerable. But yeah, definitely that was part of it, of saying I really want to give my all here, but I wasn't really nervous about it. That's what I do.
Good for you.
Dish on the judges for us. How was it seeing them in person? And I mean, was it a little kind of breathtaking, do you think? What was your response?
You know, not really, but I think I'm not that easily starstruck.
Good for you.
I mean, you know, you sit down, you see them, and they're people just like you. They're beautiful people, and they're people who have done wonderful things, but I wasn't like, oh, wow, that's so crazy, I can't perform. I was just like, wow, you guys are really cool, and they were all so nice. They gave really good advice.
What was their response? Okay, so they gave
really good response that helps me as an artist, really. So yeah, I
if you can't tell, we can't say what happens after that.
I'm trying to read between the lines of what you said there, like good advice. So moving forward, maybe some advice to work on, working on in the show, perhaps.
Can't say.
Try to sneak it in there.
So do they even give you a heads up on when we might see you? How does this work from here? Or do you just have to watch along with all of us and go, okay,
am I going to appear?
Right. So they tell me like a split second before I show up. So other than that, no. I don't know.
So you don't know what episode you might air in or whatever. Overall, though, has the experience thus far been one that you're happy for and
you know
excited
what?
about?
Definitely. I think it's been really great, and I met such good people, and I had so much
Yeah.
fun, and I learned a lot about myself. So definitely, it was really awesome.
All right. Well, after maybe all this is over, you'll come back and sing for us. How
Yeah,
about that?
for sure. I
take on our
promise.
Let's stay in
stage,
touch,
okay.
everybody,
Yeah.
with the family, so you can come back, okay?
And you can find something online.
Okay,
yeah,
good,
there you
yes.
go. Yeah.
We'll put it online
Yeah,
for you.
awesome.
We can handle that, right?
So nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Keep
nice
us
to meet you
updated. All right, stay right there. Of course, American Idol, though, we don't need to remind you, airs right here on ABC. We're going to be tuning in, and stay right there because we will be right back.